Hello YouTube viewers. I'm going to show you a quick tour of my friend's cars and trucks that he has out here that are project cars. Some of them are just parts cars and trucks, but some of them are project cars. And I might have to stop this video a time or two because it's just letting me go so long. I don't know how to fix it. I'm not real smart. Here we have a 1964 Oldsmobile. It runs and drives, but I'm sure it's going to need brake work and tires. And I really like this vehicle. I've actually considered trying to get it. It runs really well. But I think it does need brakes and some few things. And I know for sure it's missing the back bumper. And the tail light on the driver's side needs some work. But I'll show you what, if someone's interested in it. It runs and drives, and it's kind of unique. You don't see these out very much, and I've always liked Oldsmobiles. Got a little Dodge Ram here. I can't remember what he said is wrong with it. Apologize for the noise. They got working on a 55 Chevy there in his garage and got the compressor going. Got a Ford Fairmont. I'm assuming from the 80s. Couldn't tell you exactly what year, but it's a local car. It runs and drives. And if I'm not mistaken, it's a 6-cylinder car. Hasn't really been molested, as you can tell. It's really in pretty good shape. Wouldn't mind having that either. I like everything. Here's my friend's Buick Skylark Custom. And I'm assuming it's a 68 or 9. I don't think he wants to sell it, but you never know. If it's something you're interested in, any of this stuff, please subscribe, leave a comment, tell me which one you're interested in, and I'll get back with you. There's the front of it. He hadn't worked on it in a while, but so I'm assuming, well, he might get back to it. He's had some things going on. There's a 1960 Chevrolet Kingswood station wagon, which is obviously a parts car. Rear end is missing. Tailgate's laying there, but you can see it needs work. And like I said, if there's something you're interested in, let me know. I will shoot you a picture or another video and show you. And I can contact him and let him call you if there's something you're interested in. As I said, rear end's gone, and it's just a parts car. He's been putting scrap metal in it. Back bumper is pretty much toast. And the roof is as well. 65 Chevy Impala 4-door that he used for parts when he had a 2-door 65 Biscayne a few years ago. He sold it since. But I'll show you what you're dealing with here. For something you're interested in, let me know. Don't know if I can get the door open or not, but we'll try. Let's see. There's what's inside among a bunch of other parts. Looks like 55 Ford taillights and stuff. Okay. 78, 79 Ford truck. Long bed. I don't know if it runs and drives or not. It's a... Considering some of the stuff I drive, its insides looks really well. For me, but I guess you could say my standards are low, but these are getting really desirable trucks, and I don't see them around here very much anymore. And a lot of people are putting them on Crown Vic frames. There's my 71, I think, Nova, and my 4-wheel drive Chevrolet truck. That's a parts vehicle. Here's my friend's international truck. It's a L110 series. Can't tell you too much about it, except he built one and he bought several of these trucks for parts. And so with that being said, I don't know what he has used off this truck, if anything. But I do like that spare tire and hubcap. That is pretty neat. Try to show you the inside real quick. Okay. 73 74, 75 Chevrolet something long bed truck. Rear end's gone. It's a long bed camper top. Not too much left of it, but I will show you since I walked down this far. Okay, another international truck that my friend has that he used for parts. Yellow jackets are already out. I see them flying around. Must be a nest around here close, so I'm going to try to be aware of that. There's the tailgate for it. Obviously the bed is gone. Walk you around it. Let me know if there's something that you need. I like that hubcap and beauty ring. That looks pretty nice. No motor, of course, and there's the front end, and looks like the headlight ring from one. Yep. Okay, this is another international truck, and I guess they've used the front end from it. It does have a motor. I can't tell you nothing else about it if it runs or not, and it's got hubcaps, but they're the painted ones. There's some more stuff in the bed of it there. Tailgate's kind of rough, but you know, if you don't have one, better than nothing, I guess. I don't know if they reproduce them. Here, I'm thinking this is a Ford Ranger extended cab. Don't know that to be for sure, but I'm thinking because of the third brake light and the dash, it looks like my little S10 Ranger that I have, and I showed you in another video. It looks just like it on the inside. I'm assuming it's a Ford. Could be a Mazda, but I'm assuming it's a Ford. Chevrolet or GMC front end. I think it's GMC. Okay. Coming around to the front of this because he wanted to look at it. Still has a transmission, it looks like. Motor's gone, obviously. Doors and everything else is gone. Got those little third row seats there. That's it. Now, here's a 1963 4.5 Ford truck, long bed. Show you around this. Okay, there's the insides. There's a Chevrolet truck front end. Looks like maybe a 60, 61. No, 62. Anyway. Okay, I get sidetracked easy. Here's the front end of that Ford truck. Of course, the headlight and grill and all that stuff is missing, as far as I know. Could be on the inside. I don't know. No, it don't look like it's on the inside. If there's something you're needing, let me know. Twin I-beam, I remember that. Those old commercials from when I was growing up. Twin I-beam suspension. There's the tailgate. It's got rust on the bottom of the tailgate. Okay. Another Chevrolet truck that is best used for parts, obviously, but I'll show it to you. Pretty much parts truck. I probably won't be getting nothing from this, I'm assuming. I've always liked this old car, but my friend never has done nothing with it. It's a 59 Ford, two-door post car. And the rear end's gone out of it, and it's kind of went downhill in the last several years. He's had it for a long time, years and years. And I've always tried to talk him into doing something with it. I've always liked those little jets. And I used to know what that represented. It means something like it was made at a certain plant, Ford facility, but I can't just top of my head remember what it was. Got a pretty straight bumper, pretty straight. Could be tweaked just a little bit here and there, but it's not a bad car to be what is it, 50, nearly 60 years old. Another Ford truck. I'm assuming around the same year as the one I just showed you previously, 64, 5, 6. Of course, it's full of metal too, no tailgate, as far as I can tell. It does have a good piece of trim if you need one for a long bed. I'm going to assume, hey, it looks like the front end, the grill and stuff for it. But there's the insides, and amongst of other more stuff there. Let's see. And there's a crunched up grill, I'm assuming that went with this truck. Okay, we got a 4-door 55 Chevy. Not too much left of this one. This one's pretty much been picked over. Like as I said when I started the video, they're in there working on a 2-door post 55 Chevy, but it does have a few little pieces left, and parts for these cars are outrageous, aren't they? If you've ever had one, which I have not, but my buddy tells me how expensive some of these parts are. So if there's something, as I said, that you're needing, he's not going to use, I don't think, probably not too much left to use from this car, but I'll show you best I can. Of course, the floorboard's gone. And I'll show you the back. Again, I don't know if I showed you this. It's just a parts car, but there you have it. A Rambler, and I'm thinking this is a 63 or 64, and it did run, but it's been a few years ago since it's ran. And my buddy that owns all this stuff, he likes unusual stuff, and he was going to make a hot rod out of it, because you see everything else at cruise ins and stuff like that, and he was going to make a little hot rod Rambler, but he's like me, he gets sidetracked pretty easily. Well, the back glass is going in the bumper, and it's going to need a fender. I guess you've seen that. And it's going to need some more stuff too, I'm assuming. Let me open this door, because it's really not a bad car. I like that steering wheel. You just don't see these much. I don't, not around here. Got the rubber mat, so this must have been a low option wagon, but it's got the roof rack. And I had a station wagon years ago, and I started to put a roof rack on mine. I kind of wish I had. Wound up with a surfboard, and then I already sold the roof rack, so got the motor in it. International Scout, I couldn't tell you what year it is, probably 67, 8, somewhere's in there. A lot of rust, dents, you know, 4-wheel drive vehicle. I'm assuming people's went hunting in it and everything else, so you can assume the worst. But it is an International Scout. Now, how many do you see running around? I don't see any around here. So it's kind of unusual to find one, and he's got one. I think he's got 2, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong. We'll walk around here and see. I forgot what all he does have. That's pretty neat. You know, this is pretty neat. And the top, if you're not familiar with International Scouts, the top does come off, so it's kind of like a 4-wheel drive convertible, which some people's done stuff with them, and you know, they look really good. I wouldn't mind having one fixed up. 67 Ford Galaxy. It's probably best used as a parts vehicle too. Bumpers are bent, hood's not any good, fenders bad, doors have dents. But you don't see any 67s. Like I said, not around here. I don't see any running around. Maybe where you live, but not here. And there it is, glass is gone, so you can assume it's had a lot of weather. I'm going to assume that the floorboards are gone. I think this is a 55 Ford. Don't pay no attention to that Chevrolet truck hood. That's a, what is it, 71, 2 Chevrolet truck hood. And this one, he had a 55 Crown Victoria Ford with the chrome runs across the top, if you remember those. This one was a parts car, so I'm going to assume that he has really used some parts off this. But still, well, there's a horn ring. There's still some parts that somebody might want to use. Roof is pretty much, as I said, it's a parts car, definitely. And it's got a little motor sitting down in there too. I don't know what that's out of, but as you can see from the video here, this is a parts car. It's got some good glass in it, but You know, I don't know what your budget is. If it's like mine, it's on a shoestring budget, so might be interested in some glass or chrome pieces, let me know. Try to help you out. Okay, I've walked around some and forgot to show you the Studebaker front end. I think that would be like 61, 62, 63. Correct me if I'm wrong. And a Studebaker. There's the trunk. You know, he's got a Studebaker I showed in another video. If you haven't seen it, go back to some of my older videos. You can see it. It's the black primered one. This is a really nice car. I've always liked Studebaker. I like them all. I keep saying that. I like this, like that, but really I like them all. I really do. That's a parts vehicle. Nothing much to say, but if there's something that you're needing and he has, let me know. I'm trying to help him out too. As I said, 55 Chevrolet parts are high, so he's wanting to sell some stuff. Plymouth, I think this is a 55 or 6. I want to say 56, but it could be 55. This is a 4-door car, and he used the dash in this car, which is kind of neat, for that pickup truck that he's got that I showed you, the gray primered one. And man, that horn button's pretty neat, but the steering wheel's going around it, you see. And it's a best used for a parts car. And I'll show you the front end of it. Got a lot of good chrome pieces if you're working on one of these, and I'd say they're kind of hard to find. Hood emblem, the letters. Oh, missing the O. Anyway, you can pronounce it any way you want, Plumot or whatever. Bumper's messed up, but if you don't have one, it's better than nothing. Got a lot of good stainless steel on it. Belvedere, Plymouth Belvedere. I sure do like those little emblems right there. Those are pretty neat. Anyway, power flight, that means it's automatic. Let's see, go around here. Good back glass. Looks like all the glass is good. You know, it's smoked up. You know, that never bothered me. But, you know, if you're looking for perfect, well, this is not it. But if you're looking for a parts car to get yours up and going till maybe funds come in a little later on, well, this might be the one for you. Dodge truck, the gray, the one he took the dash out of this car and put it in the Dodge truck up there. This was his parts truck for him. This is a big truck, but there's still some good pieces. I like that Dodge Ram on the hood. I always like the way the hood's opened on these. They open up, you know, straight up, you know, both sides open up. But it's a parts truck, and probably not much left of it, but, you know, if you're looking for something in particular, glove box door, for example, you know, stuff like that that's kind of hard to find. I don't know if they reproduce this stuff or not. Let's see, what have I missed? I'm looking around. Okay, I think we're back up to, this Dodge. Okay, this is like the one that he built that I showed you in a previous video. Please look at it. It's a really nice truck, and he's put a lot of hard work into it. Just look back at some of my older videos. Dodge truck, I couldn't tell you what year. 50, I guess, if I had to take a guess. I guess he's used the grill and the headlight bezels, or he might have bought it that way. I don't know. A lot of these vehicles are parts vehicles that he's bought that somebody else has took parts off of, so I'll try to show you the inside. I'm trying to do some of this stuff where all the waspers get out. Believe it or not, it's been cold out here, but they're still flying around. Okay, another 65 two-door post. I'm assuming this could be a Bel Air. Could be a Biscayne, but one of the two. I'm going to say Bel Air. Two-door post. Doors appear to be good. It's got some rust in it, but, you know, better than no door. I want to show you all this stuff, and I've missed some, so I'm going to have to backtrack just a little. Passenger side door has some rust in it, but, you know, if you don't have one, That's what I'm going on if you don't have one. There's the back of it. Okay, this is a 50, let me look at the front of this Ford. 56 Ford, you can tell by the turn signals. Lights. 56 Ford car. 4-door car. It's got the vent shades on the door, which I always thought that's pretty neat, you know, a little more chrome, jazz it up. Of course, no motor. Wiper arm. Stuff like that, little things that come up. There's the dash. Hope you can see all this stuff pretty good. Of course, this is a parts vehicle. But I'm sure it was a beautiful car in the day. My dad had back when I was growing up and was a little kid, he had a red and white 56 Ford with the little dog dish hubcaps. And that was a real pretty car. And all these were real nice in the day. A lot of these cars that he has brings back a lot of memories. Okay, let's look over here at this 61 Chevrolet Impala. It's a parts vehicle. Obviously, hood's bad. Fenders is dented. Rust. He had a 61, one of the prettiest ones. I guess, I can't get the door open, it's been hit. One of the prettiest ones, I guess, in this area for a long time is a 348 4-speed car. Bubble top 61 that he regrets selling to this day, and I regret not trying to get it. But as I said in other videos, that's life, and sometimes you got to do what you got to do in order to make ends meet. And family things change, circumstances change, jobs change, so sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But there's a lot of good pieces on here, trim pieces and whatnot, that's still good. If there's something you need me to go back and look at, just subscribe, leave me a comment, and I'll be happy to come back out here, because I enjoy talking to him anyway. Gives me an excuse. Okay, here's that second International Scout. I knew it was here somewhere. Looks like somebody tried to make a pickup truck out of it, and they did looks like some kind of work on that, but something I probably would not have been proud of. Somebody, I guess, fixed this once before, and now it's back sitting out in the field. This looks like a newer one because of the grill. So this might be a 69 or 70, 71. I see those markers. I don't know if those are original or not on the side fender there. Don't know about that. I'm not getting off down in there. I don't know where that yellow jacket nest is at. But if you got a Scout, he's got 2 of them. Let me know what you need. We'll go from there. He's a pretty nice guy. You got his marker lights here. Those could be aftermarket. I'm not real sure. And I don't know what that door is from there in the back. This is a parts vehicle, so let me know what you need. Okay, he's up here at this 68 Chevrolet Impala. And I'm pretty sure he kept the motor out of this, because it's a 327 car, as you can see by the fender emblems, and he's always loved 327s. And it's full of junk, but still some good pieces here and there on it. There's something you need for a 68. I don't know if I can get this door open. No, I can't. But seats are in it. Dash is in it. I'll see if I can open the other side. Little Ford Ranger. Still got the taillights in it and the back bumper, and it's not too bad. The back bumper and stuff, I mean. Original hubcap on the back. Let me see if I can open this door. Aha, got it. Dang, that's a good looking seat. Dash is all in it. It was a factory air car. And other than just being weathered and stuff, you know, it's still got some good parts on it. Another, I want to say 55 Ford. I stand to be corrected. Fairlane. As I said, he had a Crown Vic. And this is pretty much all that remains of this one that he used for parts, and looks like it's been wrecked before. Gosh, he's had this one a long time, from some of the stickers on the back from people running for office and whatnot. Try to show you the other side in case there's something you wish I'd have videoed. Looks like all the trim's gone from this side. Dash is gone. A whole bunch of stuff is gone, but as I said, might be something you just absolutely have to have. Good glass in it, other than this one's cracked, the vent wind is missing, and this one's smoked up. But if you don't have one, beats nothing. That's the way I kind of think. I believe I have missed a couple. Oh, I have. I didn't get to this. I really like this car here, and I'll show you what I'm looking at. Glass top Ford. How many glass top Fords have you seen? I think this is a 52, 3, or 4. When I say glass top, I'm talking about this. That's moisture right here. The Skyliner, hey, still got the trim on it, and looks like somebody, this is a project car. As you can see, it's got lots of rust, got the clutch pedals in it. The dash needs a lot of work, a lot of components are missing, but somebody's cut the wheel wells out. But it looks like there's a lot of parts from this car still in the car here. I don't see the doors, but I guess any of the doors will work from several years of these Fords. It's the glass top that's hard to find. It's got the trunk lid, no taillight lens, but all that stuff, you know, is interchangeable from several years. It's the glass top. It's what's really, really rare. I haven't seen too many of these in my lifetime. I seen one Mercury back about in the 70s when I was growing up, and the gentleman passed away, and I don't know whatever become of it, but it was a beautiful car. It's light green. There's the glass top on it, and the other side of the wheel well, in case you're wondering, has been cut out as well. But man's wanting a project car, something unusual that you won't see at the cruise-ins or anything. This is the one. Another 65 Chevy. I'm not getting off in that because that looks kind of growed up, and I have seen a few snakes even to this day. Last week or so, I've seen 1 or 2 snakes. 65 Chevy hood leaned up there. I don't know what that frame is from. Let me see if I can see what this is. Ford custom bed. Looks like a short bed, fleet side bed. Show you that. And I think I've missed. Let's look. I get started talking and I forget where I'm at. Hey, there's a Ford truck down here. I'm not sure what year, but it looks like I'm sure it's just a parts truck. I'm going to say it's probably I'm going to take a guess and say 76, 78. Trying not to go crazy here. And I apologize for the long video. It's just when I get to walking around, I get to reminiscing about things my dad had or my grandparents or friends had that I used to ride in. So I apologize for all that. Just reminiscing as I'm doing this, and I enjoy doing this. Long bed Ford truck. I was hoping the grill was in it, but it's not. I was wanting to kind of tell you what year this is, but I apologize. I don't know. I'm going to say 75, 4, 5, 6 with those round headlights. That's what I'm guessing. Camaro here. I don't know what years. 70s, late 70s, early 80s maybe. I'm going to say 70s. Somebody's messed it up, cutting a hole in the roof. I don't know why people done that. And there's a tree growing through it, so it's been here quite a while. Rear end's gone. Front end's gone. I don't really see too much somebody might want from it. There's the front. I hope you can see it. Okay, what else have I missed? I think there was one over here. He's just trying to get money for put in his 55 Chevy car. So he's asked me to put this on YouTube for him, and I'm going to try to help him. He's a really good guy. Probably one of the best friends I'll ever have. He's helped me out of a bunch of binds and stuff that I've got into trying to fix old cars and old trucks. A lot smarter than I am, more intelligent. Don't take much to outdo me. There's my old Chevrolet truck, 4-wheel drive. I used to own this one. Belongs to a friend of mine. I sold it to him. 71 or 2. He's got the title for it. If for something you're interested in, I can let him know. It's a factory air truck. So for something you need, let me know and I'll get in contact with him. Let's see what this one is. I forgot. It's another 61 Chevy 4-door car. I forgot he had this. And it's a parts car, obviously. Look at the doors. Let's see what's back here. I forgot all about this one. Well, somebody's had some target practice on that trunk. A lot of bullet holes in it. Wasn't from him. I'm sure he bought it that way. He likes to save stuff just in case you need it. But as you can see, it's pretty much gone. But there is some trim pieces. If you look at the video real carefully for something you need, I'll be sure to pass it on to him. This must have been an Impala because it's got the 3 tail lights. So I hate somebody shot that trunk. But you know how people are sometimes. Looks like a door for the passenger side front. So there might be more pieces here than what you think. I see some knobs and stuff. But anyway, it's a parts vehicle. And I hope this video was helpful. I sure did enjoy making it. I enjoy talking to y'all and letting you know how my life is going, what I enjoy doing, and I hope you feel the same way. I'll kind of get up here on top of this little hill and give you an overview once more. If there's something I miss, that's highly possible. So if you see something, you can kind of subscribe, leave me a comment. And I go to Junkyards quite a bit. I try to wait till colder weather when the snakes and the waspers are gone. Okay, here we go. For something I missed, let me know. I appreciate you looking at this. I enjoyed making it. I enjoy reminiscing about stuff that used to happen to me and what I used to ride in. Okay, talk to you later. Please subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you later.